back then it was like not even a question. It was like, you don't take a penny, you keep reinvesting this. And that was why we were able to get to where we got to, because every dollar was going right back in, right back in. And it was like, we weren't taking a penny out of the business, to a point where my accountant literally looked at me and he's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, you have to take a salary. He's like, I know you're 19, you're 20, you're 21, you're still a kid more or less, but he's like, you need to start to show that you're taking a salary, you know? And that was when we're like, okay, now we're growing. Now things are happening and changing. And it was incredible. That was when I'll say I was like afraid. It was more of an anxiety type of thing, because it was like, we're getting so big. My name is on the brand. You know, I don't want to have any issues. I cared so much. And it was like, I wanted everyone to be happy, you know, and I didn't want to have one customer who was upset, which you learn down the line that that's impossible, because there's going to be customers that are going to be upset no matter how much you try to mend the situation. And you could give them the world and they'll still be upset. But it taught me that the growth was just exponential. And that's what I always say is one thing that you cannot negate about, you know, America, about where we live. You can achieve anything here.
Oh,
because
100%.
you get the support, you get the love from different communities and different people. And it's very heartwarming.
Yeah. And I mean, for you, you got it in the hands of some really big name people. Like you said, Madison Beer, I think, was one of like the first celebrities to really wear your product.
Yeah.
How did you get it into her hands? Was it like she just bought it and then showed it off? Did you like know her agent? Did you just DM her? Like, how is it getting it into the hands of these like big name celebrities and influencers?
So with Madison specifically, we had reached out to her mom, who we were able to, we found the contact and we reached out to her mom, who is, I think, her manager, her agent. But down the line, surprisingly, many stylists would reach out. Hey, I'm dressing up Ariana Grande and she loves your pieces. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, she knows your rainbow collection and she loves it. Or Bella Hadid wanted the specific rainbow ring and she was like, I want it. And I'm like, you'll have it, girl. Like, don't worry about it. You know, like, I'm working on it. A lot of them reached out to us, which was incredible, when we were small. So like, they felt comfortable reaching out. They knew that they weren't getting this like corporate response of like, hi, email us, or, you know, fill this out. And that's what they loved. It was very easy. It was like, you want it? No problem. You have it, you know? And for a lot of them, we reached out. We got very lucky. Some of them just happened to have opened our DMs. I used to figure out when is the best time to DM them. So like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, they're not getting that many DMs at that hour. So you get to the top of their list and like they open it and they see it, you know? And then of course, once we got, we were verified, once you got the blue check on Instagram and you were verified, then it was like, people respected you. They're like, you are a real company. I will respond. I will take the chance on you guys, because I am expecting that you're going to send me what I asked for and you're going to send me what I love, and it's going to last me and I'll be able to take a picture, and I'm not going to be promoting a brand that's, you know, like a scam company or a small brand that can't even, you know, handle the amount of sales that will come in after I post. So when Bella took that very famous picture with her, Kendall, and Gigi, and she was wearing the rainbow ring, I mean, the sales were just nothing else on the website. It was just the rainbow ring.
That's crazy.
I was getting restock of that. I didn't even add it to stock because I had put it on pre-order and I was like going into negative, like heavy negative. And I was like, oh my God, how do we keep up? And this was in the summer. So I'm sitting home. I'm not on the beach tanning with everyone else. I'm just taking in the orders, taking in the sales, doing everything, making sure that everything goes out perfectly. And like, when you show that you can do that, when an influx of sales come in, you start to prove yourself, and then they'll work with you again. But stylists and agents and managers reached out, and it was incredible because they didn't only love the brand, they loved us, but they believed in us. And when I see that people like this who are so, you know, senior in the industry, and they're reaching out to me, I'm like, what? You're like a top stylist that half the celebrities that reach out to you, you won't even take on as clients. You're reaching out to me to I'm a 20-year-old girl, you know, from this small little community in Brooklyn. And you're reaching out to me for jewelry. I'll give you my life. I'll give you anything you want, you know? And it was incredible. And then one thing led to another. And because Bella was wearing it, then any influencer who followed Bella reached out to us instantaneously. The same thing with Ariana Grande, the same thing with Katy Perry, the same thing with all these people that we had sent out to. And a lot of them were requesting it from us. You know, when I saw the email, I was like, oh my God, of course, just tell me what you need and you'll have it. When HBO shows were reaching out to us while they were still in film and were not even publicly announced yet, I was like, absolutely. You just tell me what you need for each character and you'll have it. Those were emails that, one, I'll never forget. I have them saved forever, but that's what brought us to where we are. And the same way they believed in us, we believed in them. I gave them the product. I took away from my stock. I took away from my sales because I believed in them and I believed that they would post.